Alright, welcome back everyone to the IRS GT4 Championship, brought to you by International Racing Series. I'm going to run you through your order. This is week 6, race 6 in the series here at the Nurburgring GP. And starting on pole, we've got Tim Lohr. Starting second, we've got Mo Power. Starting second, Turbo. Starting third, Mo Power. Gets us a little anxious to get going. And in fourth, we've got Moby. Starting fifth, we've got GTP Guido with another nice qualification. Starting sixth, we've got Johnny Corvette. Starting seventh, we've got Desert Penguin. Starting eighth, Ace Boy. And starting ninth, Gentleman Racing. Sadly, we're down this week. Had a few drivers who couldn't make the race. So we're down to 9, under the double-digit mark. But we'll press on nonetheless. The series has a couple of wrinkles to it. It's different from other situations. Drivers accrue success ballast. They also shed ballast throughout the course of the season. They finish off the podium. We've got a pretty tight points race in both the pro class between Tim Lohr and Turbo here, and also in the Pro-Am class between Guido and his nearest, well, this Desert Penguin's in the lead, but his nearest competitor is GTP Guido, who's about two grid spots up on him here. So see if Guido can do what he did last week and really capitalize, get a nice strong points haul, and start to stretch the gap a little bit. See the guys warming the tires, getting ready. We've got the 2 lead drivers carrying the full success ballast this week. I believe they are carrying the full success ballast. Through the chicane. Very much looking forward to next season's race. I mean, next week's race, not next season. Next week's race, which will be an endurance event at Suzuka. So hopefully, if you've been sticking with us, you're aware of the points. We'll put try to put an overlay at the start of next week's race. You can give everybody an update on the point standings. And they're off. You can see down into turn 1. See if you can get through there cleanly. And it looks like Guido caught a bump. Since this race has gone down, there's been an update from Polyphony Digital to Gran Turismo Sport. It came with 3 cars and some kind of patch to the penalty system. So hopefully, I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but from what I hear, it's taking care of those ticky-tack enormous penalties that were being given for contact, even when people weren't getting pushed off. A lot of times the victim of the contact was getting hit with a penalty, even they didn't go off course. So it was getting really crazy. It was impacting the lobbies. impact in sport mode, so hopefully that's been resolved. We'll find out next week. Desert Penguin looks like he's made up some positions already. He's up to 4th, dicing with Moby here. It looks like Guido's falling back, but he's going to try to hang with them, I guess, and then try not to let Penguin get too far ahead. He's got Ace Boy sniffing on his heels. Let's go on board with Ace Boy. Oh, and Ace Boy cuts to the inside. Very aggressive. Oh, yeah, very aggressive early on here. These drivers. You can see Guido in the mirror. Is he going to take it inside? See what happens going down into turn 1. Like Johnny's falling back behind Gentleman Racing as well. Be an interesting race between these pro-ams here. It looks like Desert Penguin week in, week out is a class of the field. Last week was an exception. Guido had an excellent race. Maximized points. So we'll see if we can looks like Moby's broken away from Desert Penguin here. Tire wear not even, doesn't seem to be a thing yet. We're only 3 laps in. Trying to hang with these guys. He's got some points to make up. He needs a good race to he needs a good race. He needs a good bodywork guy. He's got engine damage, front suspension, and he's got to do an entire lap in that condition. That essentially puts him out of the running. He'll be finishing 9th in this race. Oh, what a rough break. Look at that, 100 miles per hour top speed that he can get in 5th gear. Yeah, it's going to be a long lap. Long lap. Let's get back into this group that's going to be mixing it up here. Penguin carrying a little penalty, getting challenged by Ace Boy. Ace Boy able to go around the outside. Now he's got the inside line, heading down to the hairpin. Ridiculous amount of torque on that Lexus. Oh, and Ace Boy gets out to the dust. Penguin's trying to catch Moby. Let's go on board with him, see what kind of gap there is. That penalty seems as though he may have just gone offline slightly, maybe abused the track limits. Nothing too bad. He'll be able to burn that off. Oh, he's got a nice gap. Maybe closing in on no power. Whoa. Crazy entry, fighting this car. Let's see what Moby can do. Moby's struggling with the Toyota here. Just to, know, keep pace. It's down seems down on power. Looks like he could use a BOP adjustment. But looks like today he's able to hang with the Mustang, high horsepower. Whoa, tires screaming. Abusing those tires. Front end of that Mercedes, it's got some scrapes and bruises on it. Very aggressive race here. Guido's falling back to this pack. Looks like Gentleman Racing's pitted, freshened up the car. But he's way back. He's well over 30 seconds back to 8th place, so be lucky if he doesn't get lapped. Yeah, another bad week for Gentleman Racing. Oh, it's looking like Turbo's reeled in Timlor, not Mopar, Timlor. Mustang's mixed up. Yeah, this may turn out to be a good race here at the front. After all, looking about equal on fuel and tires. We may have a straight up fight in our hands here, folks. Mopar, a little gap to Mopar. Let's see. On board. Oh yeah, practically the length of the straight. And as you can see there, Moby's a little ways back. Hopefully Moby's able to close the gap and get to mixing it up with Mopar. Spend some time on board with Moby. Looking like Desert Penguin and Ace Boy are still at it somewhat. Ace Boy maybe just be hanging back, playing it safe, playing the fuel saving game here. just over a quarter of the way through the race here, and the field has spread out considerably. Granted, there's only 9 cars in the race, but still, they're spread out pretty good. It's important to remember too that Desert Penguin here is mixing it up with a Ace Boy, a pro driver. So good on him. He's going to expand his. He's actually behind by 1 point to Guido after the last race. So he's going to be able to go back ahead in the Pro-Am division. Oh boy, here we go. Move to the inside by Ace Boy. Very nice. Nice and clean. Check their tires, Ace Boy versus Desert Penguins. Check the tire condition. Oh, about the same. A little more wear on the rears for Penguin. Goes in a little. Oh, and Mopower. What do we have here? Mopower looks like he had an off. Falls back to 6th. That gives Mopower the final podium spot. That's going to put Mopower in the mix with Ace Boy and Penguin. And these are three V8 packing. Three V8s are going to be doing it up. The Mercedes, the Lexus, got the V10 in the back there, that Viper, and the Mustang. Just make it very, very interesting. Go on board with Mopower as he chases these guys, trying to recover here. Overcooks it there. Starting to suffer some tire wear. But guess what? Those two up ahead keep going at it. Side by side into every turn. Mopower's just gonna slowly reel them in. See, Desert Penguin thinks twice about going after the position in the chicane. It looks like Mopower may be just slightly out of range to grab the slipstream. Those guys need to team up. I got a feeling they're not going to. I got a feeling they're going to start going at it here on their way. It looks like he's closed in quite a bit. Oh yeah, he's reeling them in. It'll be a three-way battle for 4th here before we know it. Probably before the end of the lap, the way it's looking. Oh yeah, the way that Mustang climbs that hill, boy. Oof. Guido's not that far behind either. Oh, whoa, super aggressive. Wow. Dive bomb. But Desert Penguin avoids him. Yeah, Mopower's not messing around to make up for lost time. Have to have him adjust his livery, put a little bomb decal on the side of the car. What it is the red mist descends upon you sometimes, and you know, wow, track limits. Wow, apparently those track limits don't matter at that part of the track. Interesting. Yeah, could make up a lot of time by doing that move. Gonna have to address that if the season makes another appearance next. If this track makes another appearance next season. That line didn't seem too kosher. Boy goes in a little too hot, scrubs off some speed. That puts Mopower right in his mirror. Ace Boy goes defensive. Which isn't always a good idea against that Mustang. It has the tendency to be able to out-accelerate just about anything with, and as I say that, with maybe the exception of this Lexus with its just phenomenal torque. Let's go on board with Guido and see what it looks like from his car. Oh boy, argy bargy. Too deep for the Penguin there. But he's able to recover and get right back on Mopower's bumper. Oh, again. Yeah, I think we found an exploit. The track limits. You gotta imagine though, the tires get out there and they just get filthy. Oh, yep, there it is. Tires are filthy, and he's not able to, just barely able to keep it out of the sand at the end at the bottom of the hairpin there. Tire wear is looking like. Ace Boy, same as Desert Penguin, same as Mopower. Time penalty for Desert Penguin there. You hear Moby's Supra off in the distance there. No penalty. Interesting. Interesting that the game must calculate that there's a net loss of time by taking that line. Oh, and Ace Boy goes in too hot. The tire wear starting to get to him. Might be time to bring that car in. We're in the pit window for sure. Just about halfway through the race. Problem is you're going to be faced with that same level of tire wear or loss of grip towards the end of the race. It's 12 of 26 laps here. If he goes in now, I want to think about what those tires will be like on lap 25. Nevertheless, see how they look on fuel. Desert Penguin's got a little bit more fuel than Ace and a lot more fuel than Mopower. Desert Penguin going defensive, going side by side through the chicane. Ace Boy makes it work. Desert Penguin very gentlemanlike. They're all gonna stay out. I'm gonna stay out for another lap. Let's go back up with the leaders. It looks like Tim Lore maintaining that gap to Turbo. Moby going through turn 1. Ace Boy, Desert Penguin, and Mopower about 7-8 seconds behind. Ace Boy, practically brings it to a stop. Turn 1. Yeah, they're looking to hit the halfway mark on the dot to pit. So strategy's halfway, baby. And there we go again. Mopower taking the dirt. The Joker lap line. Guys are racing very hard, so much so that Guido's able to hang back. He's probably hoping to just be in position to capitalize if something happens. Check on Johnny. Johnny's quite a ways back. And Desert, I'm sorry, not Desert, but Gentleman Racing. Horrendous race. Suffering severe tire wear after having to pit early. Probably going to look to... Don't know if you can make it to 13 laps without fuel saving with that level of fuel in the car. But nice looking car, but got to work on the driver. Timlor stayed out. Interesting. Probably looking to get the most out of the first tank of fuel. And it looks like Turbo came in, just getting out of the pits. Tires are fresh. It's got enough fuel to make it the rest of the way. Let's see. What did Moby opt? Moby opted to stay out. Moby 45 coming into today's race with didn't have high expectations, but it's turning out well for him. He's hustling that Supra around, and it looks like he's gonna, if he can hang on after the pit stop, he's looking to grab the final podium spot. Well done. Good on you, Moby. Come in this lap. Tim Lore bring it in this lap. We'll have to see if he can hold on to the lead. If he does, bring it in. And nope, stays out. Oh yeah, that bodes well. Let's see his lap times. Pretty consistent. 205 flat, 205 flat, 205.1. So, yeah, he's looking, if he runs 16 laps on the first stint, be able to bang out 10. Tires will be in sweet condition towards the end of the race. Excellent strategy and excellent execution of that strategy. Turbo just slightly off Tim Lore's times. So it's looking like Tim Lore is going to be able to hang on to it. We've got Mo Power, Desert Penguin, Ace Boy, all in the pits. Moby still out. Love the sound of that Supra. Let's go on board. Kind of wide there. Looks like that tire wear is really kicking in. Oof, Desert Penguin carrying a penalty already. But he came out quite a bit ahead of, well, not that bad. 6 or 7 car lengths. As well as Mo Power comes in. A few car lengths behind. So these guys are equidistant right now. Mo Power carrying a, oh, I can't talk today. Carrying almost a 2-second penalty. Ace Boy, no penalty. And 1.3 second track limits penalty for Desert Penguin. See, Guido's pitted as well. Looks like he's content to grab that 7th place. Johnny making inroads on Guido, maybe? Guido's already through the... oh, we got Tim Lore into the pits. Let's keep an eye on Turbo. Turbo in the final turn. He just may grab... yes, and he grabs the lead. But this game's a little deceptive. Nope, Tim Lore holds on to the lead. How far behind is Turbo? Turbo right there. Let's go on board. Oof. Close, close. That's more what the line should look like going through that turn there. Moby in the pits. See if he can come out in front of that group of 3, Desert Penguin, Ace Boy, Mo Power. Looks like he's going to be able to. Ran 16 laps on those tires. Amazing, really. that may be the thing that makes the difference, because he's gonna run 10 laps. The tires will be much fresher towards the end of the race. So yes, and Moby comes out ahead of that group. Good on him. Desert Penguin looking to have a strong finish. 3 positions ahead of the next Pro-Am driver. Looks like he may be eligible for the Pro class, Pro division of drivers for next season. Driving really well. Ace Boy driving really nicely in this race also. Low power, that one mistake cost him 3 positions. Hasn't been able to recover despite the creative racing lines. Can never count him out though. That Mustang with that torque and the long straights on this course. And there's a couple spots where you're going uphill, that torque comes into play quite heavily. Carrying that penalty though. Yeah, gets a second one going through the chicane. Well, gets another penalty going through the chicane, an additional half second. So he's up to 2.1, but he's hoping to burn that off. He thinks it's gambling though. He's got to keep these laps clean towards the end here. Ace Boy's got nothing. Desert Penguin not able to get rid of any of that 1.3 seconds of penalty time over the last few laps now. He's just trying to stay ahead of Ace Boy, maintain that gap. Probably hoping that Ace Boy and Mopower get to mixing it up. Yep, here we go. Mopower inside to the inside. Exactly what Desert Penguin needs, these guys to mix it up. Coming down to the hairpin now. Will Ace Boy go defensive? Does not. See if it's got the same kind of grunt going up the hill as the Mustang. Well, yes and no. Ooh, was there some contact there? Ace Boy go defensive here. He doesn't. Oh, argy bargy. Ace Boy holds his line with authority there. Yeah, Ace Boy's not going to be intimidated by the Mustang at all. See what happens going down into turn 1 now. You see Desert Penguin's been able to eke out a larger gap. It's all working to his favor. Oh, and Mopower goes to the inside. Looks like Ace Boy wants to do an over-under move. Power parks it on the apex. Will Ace Boy be able to come back and attack Mopower here? See the racing line. Oh, he cleans it up. Keeps it on the asphalt. Tarmac, whatever you want to call it. And it's looking like Mopower's pulling away. Still carrying 2 seconds though. So if they would have crossed the finish line in this kind of shape, the game just may invert the order and put Ace Boy ahead of Mopower. We haven't had it happen yet in the series, but no, it's possible. Yeah, Mopower doesn't appear to be making inroads on Ace Boy. I mean, Desert Penguin, so... sorry guys, horrible broadcast today. I really got to get ready. A lot going on though here in the household. So... a lot of real life stuff on the mind today, but we'll get through it. Tim Lohr maintaining that gap. Tires in good condition. Looks like he's got plenty of fuel. Turbo kind of hanging on to Tim Lohr, but front tires are starting to wear. He's got enough fuel to make it the distance. Lap times are really close. It's like looking like Turbo put down the fastest lap on lap 17 there. We got 6 to go. See if he can do anything. Moby with a nice gap back to Desert Penguin. Desert Penguin still just diving into the hairpin. Now pushing up the hill through the Schumacher S's with the Mopower. And Mopower looks like he's making inroads on Desert Penguin here. Check on their tire wear. How's Desert Penguin doing in comparison to Mopower here? A little bit more tire wear for Desert Penguin. He's trying to break that draft, not letting Mopower get into it. Ace Boy falling back to those two. He's got to keep pushing though, because those guys might get to mixing it up. Bring him back into play. Looks like they will get to battling soon here. Guido, another nice race. Gonna pick up 7th place points. He's got a nice gap back to Johnny. Johnny G having an off there. And Gentleman Racing. Just running by himself. Poor guy. Really surprised to see both cars clipping the cone there. It's pretty good. Looks like Turbo's ever that much closer. There's not much there. If Turbo can put down a little charge there and draw in, thanks to the draft, we have our battle on our hands here in the final closing laps. Not the final closing, but the closing laps. So we've got Tim Lure holding on to the lead, Turbo close behind, Moby in third, fourth Desert Penguin, fifth Mo Power, sixth Ace Boy, seventh GTP Guido, Johnny G91 in eighth, and ninth Gentleman Racing. Both these guys carrying penalties. Sorry about that. Yeah. He's really pushing, but white helmet in there. Stick. This is the only apparent question mark in terms of how this race may finish here. Desert Penguin really working hard to hold on to this fourth place finish. I mean, really does not hurt him. He's not racing the pros in terms of the championship. Certainly he wants to maximize the points situation. And as long as he finishes ahead of Guido, then he's good. But, you know, every position is another 2 points right now in the race. So he's gonna be grabbing 16 points for fourth versus 10 for Guido. Oh, and a dive bomb. Oh, quite the dive bomb there. Yeah, and Mopar looks like he loses it altogether. Doesn't pick up any damage, but falls back behind Ace Boy again. Oof, kind of a last-second charge. I mean, it's pretty well known what the racing line is going into that turn one. Maybe just missed the braking marker. I don't know. That was dangerous. We only got caught a little bit of it. Unfortunately, we're in replay mode, so we can't do an instant replay as we could in a live broadcast. But that looked strange indeed. Not your conventional overtake. Usually when drivers try to overtake on the inside going into turn one, the whole thing ends in tears. So yeah, not advised to try and make that move, especially trying to slingshot your way in from a car length or two behind the driver. So behind the driver ahead of you. It's a definitive dive bomb move. But again, we don't know if that was Mo Power's intent. Looks like he may have missed a braking marker. Came in there like a missile. So now Ace Boy looks like he's made up a little bit of a distance, made up a little bit of this gap here to Desert Penguin, because I think Desert Penguin took some evasive actions. Must have seen Mo Power coming with that dive into turn one, so that would have lost him some time, letting Ace Boy catch up. See what it looks like on board with Ace Boy. Yeah, you can see Desert Penguin weaving, trying to break the draft. I would argue that Ace Boy's still too far behind to pick up any significant draft. Oh, yeah, that's what happens when you look in the mirror. You miss your braking marker. So tough when, you know, you start concentrating on the driver behind you. It just all starts to go south. And then on top of it, he's got some serious front tire wear. Let's check Ace Boy. Ace Boy as well. Yeah. Low power. Off-track excursion. Again. But he's also got tire wear. If he keeps getting his tires filthy like that, you see the back end is acting. He's fighting front end push, believe it or not. Just trying to get that car to turn. And then getting on the throttle early. It's a understeer, oversteer, understeer, oversteer. We've all been there. 2 laps to go. Let's go to our leaders. Oh yeah, 2 laps. Start at 25. We've got 25 and 26 to go. Looks like the gap from Tim Lord to Turbo's opened up a little bit. Things are looking good for Tim Lord. Let's see what their tires look like. Yeah, a little more wear for Turbo. Yeah, those little tiny increments don't seem like much, but oh, fuel levels awfully low for Tim Lord. Is he gonna have enough? 2 laps here? Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, the Turbo's looking good, but Tim Lord, he may have some issues here. Have to keep an eye on this. See how Moby's making out? Ooh, Moby low on fuel as well. The red. Desert Penguin. Ace Boys hasn't hit flashing red yet. Mo power. See what line he takes through here. Yeah, that's, you know, a couple times in a race is one thing. Lap after lap is a whole other beast. Guido, strong 7th. Johnny, 8th. Gentleman Racing, 9th. Final lap for the leaders. I don't know. I think he'll make it with that much fuel. Turbo's got to be in the red as well. He is. Let's go on board with our champion. Last season's champion, race leader today. Nice and smooth. Danger from Turbo there. Very nice race from Tim Lord. Nice race from Turbo as well. Just slightly off Tim Lord's pace here today, but not by much, and certainly not Turbo didn't get to win, but it wasn't for lack of effort. He was pushing there. Looks like he had some understeer issues. Interesting that some cars had that issue and some didn't. And there we have it, your winner, Tim Lohr. Second place goes to Turbo. Healthy gap between those guys back to Moby. It's going to lock down third. And, oh, we missed it, but it looks like Ace Boy has gotten by Desert Penguin. And now Moat Power has gotten by Desert Penguin, so Desert Penguin really with a good opportunity to open up a gap to GTP Guido, but it wasn't to be. Looks like Moat Power is going to secure fifth. Let's run right through him. Fourth, Ace Boy. Fifth, Moat Power. Sixth, Desert Penguin. Seventh, Guido. Ninth, Gentleman Racing. Thanks for joining us again this week. Remember to stay tuned or tune in next week for the 90 minutes of Suzuka. Should be an excellent race. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better attendance, and yeah, should be a good one. Let's take it back to your winner, not Gentleman Racing. Yep, your winner. Race 6, Nurburgring, Tim Lohr. Well done, mate.